just an instrumental. Come on. Yes, sir. Tell me that shit ain't hard as hell. I said this to you though. Nigga didn't spit on there. The Usher.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah, that's that.
Yes, sir. One West Radio, man. Hello, we getting to it.
Have a nigga doing some covers.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Ready? Just turn it down. Let's go, man. You hear me? One West Radio. Clap it up. We in the motherfucker, man. You did. Got Captain Cornwall, man. Shout out to Captain Cornwall. Give him a hand. Got Officer Lahab in the building. Give him a hand. Malak Ma, you feel me?
Ones and twos.
You know what I'm saying? Kamada in the building. Not to Zach in the building. You did. Shout out my boy Karaza. He had that baby.
Man, congratulations.
Shout out my boy, man.
Truth be told.
Truth be told, man. He had a baby, Yasserab, man. A little baby girl, man. He couldn't be with us today, but shout out to that boy, man.
Shout out to him. Shout out to his
real LeBois. Shout out to her pushing that thing out. Hello.
Man, listen, you know what I mean?
Hell no.
UPK getting stronger every day.
Man, we didn't have babies galore this month.
Listen, if they
last 3 months for sure.
The general said, man, if you don't want to come in, we will build the kingdom without you.
Right. What's that one? Build it, they will come.
Oh, if you
Field of Dreams?
Yeah, Field of Dreams. They had the Field of Dreams game today, too.
Listen.
Ironically.
Listen.
But anyways.
Prophetic.
Yeah. We in there, man. Few things we're gonna get on today, man. We definitely gonna react to this Swifty Blue thing. I want to see y'all opinions on it. And I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is, of course, on it. But he got a lot of backlash. You know, I mean, y'all don't know what Swifty. This is such a biased topic because nobody knows who Swifty Blue is. Except for us,
but it's California.
It's California.
It's a West Coast thing.
Yeah. Look, and it's a thing that we live on because it's a black and brown thing.
Yeah,
and I feel like it was so easy to get on Swifty Blue's head. We're gonna play the video. Like a lot of people want to get on his head for what he said. Which
sensitive.
Nah, which I understand is
I'm
because
not gonna ask him would you sign the Southside. I don't give a fuck if you want to sign.
Premature, bro. Hey, you premature. Like. Nah, but we're gonna get over what he said. But I feel like they couldn't wait to talk about him. They couldn't wait for him to say that so that he can, they can call him a racist and all this shit, man. But keep it real. I mean, he didn't say nothing that's not kind of normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like to society, to the world, to people in the world at least. Right. I'm glad they was on it. I was happy to see like, hey, no, that was fucked up. That was racist, whatever. I was like, oh, okay, y'all feeling that. Okay, that's what's up. But like, how come we can't come to each other's hoods like that? I know we do sometimes, but why we ain't more together then if y'all talking like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have it. Let's play the video and then we'll make our way.
No, we definitely go into it.
Yeah. Play that video, like man.
Oh, concert.
This is Swifty Blue. He's a rapper from Long Beach, right?
Nah, he's from Paramount, out of one.
Oh, from Paramount? He took down his hood credit a little bit. I said Long Beach. Nah, he from Paramount. That's what that is a YG.
Oh, YG from Paramount?
He's from Paramount.
He's from Compton.
He's from Treetop, but
he
from Paramount, bro. I put a third song in this,
Yeah, that's Long Beach for real.
Anyway, go ahead, play that Swifty Blue.
Blacks,
right?
Southsiders do want. Guess I don't want to speak on that, but we don't want to sign to no blacks. You know what I'm saying?
If we stop real quick, if I may,
go ahead.
Like this is reason why we bring this out is to understand this black and brown dilemma that we're having right now. So what you're seeing is the brown side of it, which is still Israel, you know what I mean, and a reaction to the so-called darker tribes. So y'all want to understand what's going on. The premise. This is what we battle in the West Coast. This is what we go through. This is the thing that we have to fight against, and we're gonna give a perspective on it.
It's strong outside of the truth. Like with the truth, it's easy.
Yeah, con.
Outside of the truth, it's impossible.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to it. Can you play that? Play from the
Yeah,
top.
because the prison shit is not a racist thing.
It's-
Help me understand, because when you
it's
say
because-
that out loud, it sounds crazy.
It's because like this. It's like this. It's like, I'm not gonna ask him, would you sign the Southside? I don't give a fuck if you want to sign one. We don't want to sign to no blacks.
Right.
Southsiders do want. Guess I don't want to speak on that, but we don't want to sign to no blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Is that because
And
it's
it's
signed
like-
strictly because of their race?
Because I'm not gonna have it, and it's like this. We're gonna negotiate the terms. We're gonna make sure that it's like we have. It's like 50-50 control type shit. We're not gonna give somebody else, let alone another race, full control.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to.
But
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not no disrespect, but it's just more like,
it just sounds crazy out
it does
loud.
sound crazy.
It sounds a little racist.
But you know what?
That
though?
sounds a lot of
No,
racist.
but you know what? I'm just being honest. I'm being real. Like, I'd rather go sign with like, even though you like, you might hear crazy shit, but I'd rather go sign with like a corrido label or something. You know, like some. I'm gonna keep it to the roots. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they wasn't fucking us with us back then, why they fucking with us now? Because now we breaking in, we doing shit. Now they don't want to sign us. Yeah, of course. Fuck all that. Now we're gonna do what we know best. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me, and I'm from LA.
You wouldn't
And it's
sign
like-
strictly because of their.
Stop it. Ew, it did sound kind of nasty though. I ain't gonna lie. It got worse than I thought. I ain't gonna lie. When he said what's kind of worse, I mean, like, think about it like this, and I want you to say what we talked about, but I ain't gonna say it. I want you to say it because you brought it out earlier on the DM on Instagram, right? But he is having that way because of what Malakma said to me earlier. Malakma, can you just break it down? Why he's saying it the way he's saying it though?
Concert, so
You might want to pull it up though.
the video Whack 100.
Yeah, you might want to pull it up. But go ahead, break it down at the same time.
So it's just like if you notice at the beginning of the video, he's asking them about Whack 100.
Yeah, if you watch I watched the interview too.
Yeah. So he's asking about Whack 100. That's his response.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say this, right? From a worldly point of view, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to be pro raza. You know what I mean? He's trying to make it sound like, not say make it sound, but he's trying to let it be known that he's for his people.
Yeah,
he doesn't want another race of people, being in control of his race. He wants to keep it to his roots and represent.
Right.
Well, but of course, because he's he admits it at the beginning. He says he's institutionalized.
Right.
So he's
That's prison politics.
So,
Which is California prison politics.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I grew up with riots against Mexicans, because of prison politics. That's
Facts.
crazy.
People don't know Cinco de Mayo, the May 5th, or this is May 5th, right?
Yeah, it's
Cinco de
May 5th.
Mayo. That was the littest day of high school.
Right.
Like it was drama.
Listen, ask Lahab. Lahab, you had when you was in the world, and this is speaking, we're in the truth. I'm just saying, but in the world, remember growing up, did you have black and Mexican riots?
Yeah, come on.
Ain't that kind of normal? In Southern California, it is normal, right or wrong?
If I could, in Pasadena, we were known for those riots, black and Hispanic riots in Pasadena. It was
Like
on
John Muir High School and shit like that.
It was on Fox 11. All high schools, middle schools. It was known that it was a racial tension in Pasadena. So that was like that was.
I remember we had riots. I went to school. Me and Cap Razar went to the same high school, and we had riots at our school with the Mexicans. And then Mexicans be in our class, and me and the Mexican homie be talking about like, yeah, like I seen you, bro. I ain't want to rush you, like it
was a mutual respect.
Yeah. It's like they know, like it's when it's on, but when it's like during class, it be
like we fuck with each other.
Yeah, and that's the weirdest thing. I hate that.
No,
it's like because we be cool as hell during class. When it came to riot, it was like, hey, stay over there, I'll stay over here.
And what you saying so heavy, like I remember in high school, I had to leave high school because of a riot.
Yeah.
Like I had out here, I went to Carter High School the first year it ever opened.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, that was one of the most craziest riots. It made the news, everything.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm talking about everybody got kicked out. They had cameras. It was just like it's crazy because it's like we're both warriors.
Right.
Like, cause I remember like it was yesterday, like having cousins and stuff like that have been in riots that are older than me. Like, listen, when you get in a riot, you gotta get near a wall. You know what I'm saying? Don't have nobody behind you. You can get jumped, so you just gotta get it off the shoulders. You know what I mean? And I remember just it cracked off from a Powerade bottle.
Right.
When we on one side, they on one side, it was and it was all hell break loose. And I'm talking about it was so bad. We was beating up the proctors and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was
it's crazy.
it was lit, but that's like like you said, it's a normal thing that we do out here in California. Like there's a division that is that it's very strong in for whatever reason. We know the reason, of course. But what I wanted to say, not to kind of go be long-winded, but what I hear from him, like Malakma is saying, like he's trying to be pro La Raza, you know what I mean? And I respect a man trying to, love his culture, love his people. Right. I respect that. But I guarantee you, if the money was right, he would sign with a Jewish man.
Everything. That's
I could, sir, real quick. I would say this though, like in these past years though, it hasn't been like that though. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it has not been like that. It's not has been as racial as it used to be.
It's got a lot.
He took it back.
If you go from like 2000, from the time I was growing up, from 2005 to 2010, that's when it was most racial. Things was going like cracking off. If you were Hispanic, me myself walking down the street, you would hear "fuck Mexicans," "fuck," all "fuck Mexicans," "fuck beaners," all this. In Pasadena, in specific, we had something called "sock out Mexicans." Yeah, you Pasadena, you know what that means, "sock out Mexicans."
No, I know what you're talking about.
So, it has been like that. I feel like that died out.
No, it did.
And I feel like with this whole thing that's going on social media, they're trying to bring it back. Yeah. But like I said, it's been gone for a while.
No, you're absolutely right.
If I could, Cap, I just want to touch on something real quick. It is, like social media does play a big part in it. And what's going on right now, right, in the streets is that there's a huge animosity between black and brown. You got the situation with American Cholo, right?
Yeah,
then Tariq Nasheed and the FBA.
And he's trying to kind of light it up, though.
Then you have, the attacks on the street vendors, right? So
you seen that fight, right?
I seen that fight.
They caught him and
one of the cats.
There's 3-on-1.
Right. So I'm seeing all that. So this whole, and I know, what, being in the truth, I noticed this, like from, both the Raza and from, Judah.
It's like when I had to cut you off, can you go back to what you said about Tariq Nasheed and the FBA, because that's important.
So Tariq Nasheed and the FBA, right, have expressed their anti-Hispanic and anti-Mexican views, right? They think
Tariq Nasheed is a black so-called
he's a movie director, something like that.
He's like a Dr. Umar, but I heard they beef.
But he's like still like that.
Even touching that, Umar Johnson has made comments against so-called Hispanic.
Yeah, he had for sure. But keep going what you said. But I want you to explain who Tariq Nasheed was for the people, because he said they're not FBA, and he talks about Hispanics. And they're like all gaslighting, like you said. Like,
so that, and then you got the Edomite right here, right on the podcast. He's like gaslighting you too, like he's race baiting him, because he's saying like, oh, it sounds like it's racist. What Swifty Blue should have done right is he should have checked them right there, like.
But Swifty Blue is not that smart,
right? Like that. That's why I said like he's unlearned, because he doesn't know, he doesn't realize that that's what he's doing. He should have said, he should have said like, hold up, I'm not,
I even felt like the devil said, that sounds racist.
Yeah, he said it.
He said that too prematurely.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He said that, he was like, don't you know that sounds like he said that prematurely, but he did it because he wants a sound bite for a show. He wants a clip for a show. And at his expense.
And that's heavy, Cap. You say that because that's what happened with Adam 22.
I'm glad you mentioned him.
He said he did say you can't, like if what you say is newsworthy, I'm gonna share it.
And he also said you called him a coon. And then you can't say cool. Really, he said that because he's trying to make it seem like he has black people's back.
Right.
No, he doesn't. You know why he don't have black people's back? Because he shits on AD all the time.
Right.
He shits on T-Rail all the time. And
C-Mac.
then he's super he exposes C-Mac. And he super shitted on the Iscariot brother Duno.
Right.
Duno had no protection. Duno was about to get, I guess, jammed up with the other Israelites because of his role of him thinking that he gets down with them. But like these devils, like on these major platforms, are using these brothers to their expense to go crazy. They're trying to be like Vlad. Like Adam is like, he's as big as Vlad, But the other one, he's trying to get on their level.
He's trying to get on their level
You know
because
what I'm saying?
because they see the benefit in exposing us. It's like it's the same old trap we keep falling into. If it's not to infiltrate our neighborhoods, to take money and put it back into their neighborhoods, it's to infiltrate the media where we do have a like okay, as black and brown, right? We have like this saying: either you're gonna rap or you're gonna play ball.
Yeah.
And we have an understanding that those are kind of the things that are gonna help us get out of poverty.
Yeah. What's the famous bar?
What you mean?
What's the famous bar about the wicked jump shot? Is that a movie or is that a real bar?
I think it might be a movie.
I'm tripping.
But no, but somebody probably said,
you know what I'm talking about?
I know,
I know
what you're talking about.
Said,
I can't reference it right now, but like there's a theme that we keep. It's like we keep getting caught in the same mousetrap over and over. You know what I mean? It's like we don't recognize the players. You know what I mean? Or the other what do they call it? The puppet masters.
Right.
They just keep pulling the strings. Oh, we can't get them over here with the neighborhoods because they're trying to become a lot stronger. Well, let's get them in the things that they actually are not are super focused on, so focused that they're losing sight of everything around them. Like, and that's what we forget. Like, we have tunnel vision when it comes to I'm just trying to I gotta make a hit so I can get it back, I can get out of poverty. But you're not thinking about, damn, doing this, you're exposing yourself, you're disrespecting your people. You know what I mean? You're allowing yourself to be used in a manner that exploits our people and pushes us back. Like that whole term, they push us back. They, what do they say? Like, you didn't took us back 10 years. You didn't took us back 20 years. Like Lahab was saying, which was so pivotal, like back around 2010, since 2010 and going on, it's been black and brown problems, but it hasn't been like it was when we were growing up. It's kind of, you get in a dynamic of it kind of changing in a better way. But you having these type of dialogues, having these type of conversations and putting it out there like that, you're pushing us right back into the same old
and that's
trap.
And that's why I said, fuck you, fuck Swifty Blue. Because they're the ones that are like, bro, we fuck with black people. Mexicans was saying that. They was like, we fuck with black people.
Come on.
Like we're together. And he was like, him saying that, man, fuck him. Like that was true. Like that was true for them to say that. Like they should have felt like that. That makes me feel confident in what we're doing.
No, facts.
Because we fuck with Mexicans.
No, real talk.
And the UPK, all we do is black and Hispanic, black and brown, black and brown.
Listen,
brown and black. Y'all seen the brown and black United shirts?
Man,
you seen them, right?
Oh, that's
you know we got them, right? Yeah, that's a switch.
I need that. Look, I need that because listen. You know what I'm saying?
You want to say something?
So I was going to say that like Swifty Blue.
Swifty Blue.
Swifty Blue fucks with Judah. Like
he do
with Kodak Black.
Yeah, he a Levite, but yeah.
Concept. I was going to say like when the devil comes in between and he, those like how you say he set him up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying with that question that he made. You know what I'm saying? So automatically he goes into defense mode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's but I was gonna say like he fucks with Judah.
Yeah, but that's why gangs are shit. Because the only reason why he said that he took the stance he did is because of prison.
And the politics he has to stand on.
Because when he goes to prison, he's strictly dealing with Mexicans and whites.
And listen, Cap, that is so heavy that you said that because a lot of people don't understand. In California, it might be the same in other areas, but I'm only speaking for California. Everybody in here knows what a DP is.
Yeah.
A DP is a discipline.
He could get DP.
And he could get, and so being that he, said what he said, he's saying that because he understands the life he lives. Mm-hmm. He understands what kind of people are his circumference, and for comfort's sake, to stay comfortable, he has to push it in this way.
That was the most loyal, safe thing he can do for him to keep the same name when he goes back to prison.
Yes, because if not, he's going to have to answer for that comment.
That's
and
DP.
And that's a DP. And listen, a DP can be one-on-one. It could be a 5-on-1. It could get you getting whacked out, washed out, and you got to go PC up.
The cold part is though, he could have been so smart. Yeah, he could have been like, well, I look at my deal and I go talk about it with my people, and if my people think it benefits us, then man, hell yeah, we'll sign. That's what he should have said.
That would have been the righteous.
You know what I mean? That would have been like the most militant, on point thing to say if you're on that type of time, because you take that money and you help your people. But he said, "Fuck that, we ain't signing that." But hold on, only reason why we saying that is because, and another part is we're missing is because of what Whack 100 said.
No, it's
and
facts.
we gotta play that.
Yeah, we're gonna play that.
Go.
But which, if I can say this real quick, what you said, that's what a lot of brothers run from. A lot of brothers run from the man answer.
Yeah,
like you rather be you know what I'm saying. A real soldier is a man first.
Facts.
Every soldier is a man first, and you gotta stand on your principles.
He was talking like he make the decision.
Right,
sir.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying he
like,
was.
No, it's not to cut you off.
No, yeah, that was it. Yeah,
right or wrong though.
No,
he was
facts.
talking like, no, I make the decisions, and when he don't, obviously,
because you have to answer these in a certain way.
I could too. And like you played the beat in the video, he said, we Southsiders, we don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Listen, you got a cat called Sad Boy Loco.
Right.
Sad Boy Loco is the Southsider.
YG boy, huh?
And he was with YG doing the music video or something like that. I'm not sure if he signed to him or not.
He was hella signed him. He was YG signed him.
So he signed him. He did, he's with YG. He's the thing is that another point of view is that they're making money.
Dude,
you gotta think about it.
Right.
You gotta leave out the whole thing of gang banging and all that.
Hold on,
like,
who pays you, Laha?
Who pays me?
Yeah, who pays you?
I'm under Commander Rihanna.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's who you under. But I'm saying, but do you love the slavery you working?
Oh, Comic-Con. I don't love the slavery.
Yeah, but you in contract with them, right? Because you taking that
Comic-Con.
money and you paying your tithes with that money, right? You putting that money into your nation, right? Because it helps your nation, right? Come on, you doing the same thing at your
Same
slavery,
thing,
right?
same
Malakma, coming up, same thing, right? We take the money that we get from these companies that we don't want to sign to, but we taking the money we putting into our nation where we live now. But now we're seasoned, we're grown, we understand what we talk about. Him saying that was very ignorant, very childish, and it shows that he's a baby. I think he's a kid. He's like 22.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah, he's youthful. And it's funny, and as you say that, like, it just make a quick point about YG. Like, I don't support him all the way. He's a little weird for me. But what I will say, like, he's in the world, but he'll wear the high socks. He'll wear the Cortezes. He puts on the spirit. Like, YG is low-key a black Hispanic. He's a black Mexican.
Yeah, black cholo.
Yeah, he's a black cholo. Like, and he puts that persona on. And it's
really a California thing.
But it is a California, but to be in California and be black is to be part Mexican.
I remember,
like, I'm keeping 100.
Judice was wearing high socks too.
Oh, he was. And Cortez's.
And Dickies, like,
and all that. And listen,
Mexicans just took it to like the 2000s.
Yeah, but listen, and look, tell me you didn't think you was fly with it on.
Hella. I want to go get them big old. I pulled my socks up to the top today.
Calf.
On everything.
You know what
I
I'm
don't scrunch my socks. I pull them up.
Come on, bro. And thought it, and you knew it, and something about it was like, yeah.
I got 3 pair of Cortezes, bro.
Come on, man.
Like 2 black pair, blue pair.
Come on.
But can you play that Whack 100?
I got the Whack 100.
Because now, before we play this, all right, Whack 100 said this a while ago on Clubhouse, and Swifty Blue in his mind had to stand up, and he took his chance to stand up when he could have shitted on Whack 100 even more by saying something way more grown than Whack, because Whack 100 is a troll. Yeah, he's a troll. He doesn't care about principles. He doesn't care about anything. All he cares about is being what's that word? No, what's that word?
Relevant.
Relevant and
clout chasing.
Clout chasing. Go ahead, Malakma.
He's a clout chaser. Yeah, con.
Deal right now. I don't care about no deal.
Okay,
right
go
now.
your way, my nigga.
I do got a problem with you spinning the narrative and saying that we don't fuck with blacks like that.
We don't listen to him, boy. What you talking about? All right,
I don't got no deal right now. I don't care about no deal.
Okay, go your way, my nigga.
I do got a problem with you spinning the narrative and saying that we don't fuck with blacks like that.
We don't listen to him, boy. What you talking about?
That ain't the one. He said, I don't fuck with Southsiders. That's literally what he said. Yeah. That's Swifty Blue, huh? Swifty Blue music hard, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all heard any of his music. He got some shit. He rapped like a Judice, but go ahead.
Yeah, come. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm trying to find it.
No, but what you want to say?
There it is.
You full of shit anyway, nigga.
The original question, why you don't let me finish when I'm talking to you, bro? See, you said some shit like, what you tell me? the homies are gonna DP me if I ever work with a Pyru or if I'm fraternizing with a Pyru. That's bullshit. I got a song with Slim 400. I went up in politics with all my homies before I put that song out. So I don't see
That was that's
That
what
was
50
a
Blue should have
man
said.
ass
That's
answer.
Slim 400 from Bop, and that's TT, that's Treetop, and that's Compton politics right there. You know, you Pacoima get it, you tapped in.
Bro,
But
it's my right. Look, once I told you,
I know it's your right. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know it's your right, bro. I know you don't have to fuck with me. I'm not sitting up here pushing for you to fuck with me because I just got my little distro kid check.
hey, bro, how old are you, bro? How old are you? Nobody asked.
32, my boy.
You 32, right? So
Yes, sir.
what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. I don't know what politic you fall up under, bro, but nigga, I know what cases my little homies in jail for. My last 5 little homies in jail is bodies on the nigga, on the motherfucker that don't look like us.
Yo,
My homies in the penitentiaries, my nigga.
He
My homies in the
disrespectful.
penitentiaries, when they calling me,
But do your homies got bodies? Do your homies got bodies? Somebody that doesn't look like that?
Let him live. But hold up, Saint.
Nah, you can stop it. You can stop it. So now he comes from the era of black and Mexicans separate.
It was
It's like, is he saying when he says he got bodies that people that don't
He
look
talking
like
about Mexicans.
he's talking about space on the other side.
Yeah, like
That was a way of saying I got bodies on it.
they main enemy in Pacoima is Mexicans.
Yeah.
Pacoima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He from a bloodhood from Pacoima.
Oh.
And his main enemy is Mexicans. There's not even no other.
Yeah, there's
Judas.
no
There's a whole bunch of Mexicans in Pacoima.
Yeah, it's only Bloods and Pacoima. I don't know any other hoods, but
So now he's saying his homies' bodies is Mexicans. That's why
Last
he's
5
fucking with
homies.
Southsiders. So now that's another reason why this cat Swifty Blue said that, and no one ever is not bringing it up because
yeah,
he's trying to stand up for something. Like he's trying to say he was trying to stand up for Mexicans the way he said that he's not fucking with black people.
and I respect
I
that.
respect it, but he doesn't even have the ground to stand on. Yeah.
Kinda.
You know, that's why he's getting. That's why everyone's
He's getting tossed up right now because of the
Yeah.
fact of that he's not strong enough to be in that kind of conversation.
and
at this
he's
moment.
not smart enough.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
not a smart person.
Kinda.
Like American Cholo, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like American Cholo, he's smart.
No, fact.
He's smart. He speaks well, and he's educated.
Yeah.
And he speaks to a coming together for black and brown.
Yeah, and he's about that.
He's about that.
Yeah, that's why he was offended because of certain things that have come up.
And he was like, "I say nigga." Do you remember him saying that?
Yeah,
He's like, "I say nigga."
they was saying nigga in the regular conversation with
and not to say that makes him better, but I was glad that he admitted he was like, nah, like this is how I talk. Like that's why he was trying to explain, like, I'm not a racist. I wouldn't say nigger. Like, no,
because I
hate that he had to explain it, but he was like, my daughter's boy, my grandson is black. I hate that he had to say that, but he was just trying to make a point. Like,
but he's saying that to say, like, listen, there's a lot of racist people out here.
yeah,
And I'm not one because if I was, my grandson couldn't be black.
yeah.
But he is black because I understand what I allow in my circumference.
That's what I'm saying, though. So I liked how American Cholo Get Down was solid. American Cholo was solid for sure. But what you call it? Bozo, whatever. But American Cholo solid. He's like a solid.
That's why I
captain.
rock with Fat Joe too.
Yeah, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
They was mad at J-Lo for saying nigga, and J-Lo and Fat Joe the same race. Same, they were both Puerto Rican.
And
Fat Joe's
he listen.
Legend love.
Listen, that nigga said, I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what none of y'all talking about. I'm a nigga. Like, and he make it clear. I'm gonna say it because that's what I am.
Yeah.
And like when we get to that understanding, that's what bridges the gap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like it's crazy like that this has to be the case. If I may, like I'm happy that what's his name? Swifty Blue?
Yeah.
I'm happy that he stood up, but I understand like at the same time, like you said, he's
now take a stance.
So my stance is that he was wrong in regards to the division he was causing. Okay. But I understood why he said what he said because it was a defense mechanism in regards to I have to stand up for my people because then if I don't, I'm going to be looked at as a sucker because we do have eyes and ears and people that own us.
What you said was well said, because if you think about it in that aspect, because he didn't say anything wrong. Signing to someone doesn't make you anything. He fucks with niggas.
Yeah,
he fuck with Judaizers.
Right.
Like, period. Like, he fucks with them.
Mhm.
Like, he brother say he fuck with Kodak Black. Kodak Black is a Levite, but yeah, he's dark skinned. He fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying, look, I can't sign to no blacks. But my thing was, would you sign to some whites?
And I know you would.
Come on.
And that's the problem too. And
you feel what I'm saying though?
And what makes me upset about this situation, like with WAC 100, because that's where it comes from. That's where that's the root of where it stems from.
Yeah, and that's why his answer is off.
Yeah,
because of him.
Yes, and
no one tried to cancel him. Why they wouldn't try to cancel WAC 100?
So like, you can't not to
go ahead.
The brother IR, he wanted to know if there's a call-in number because he wanted to call in and give his insight on the Swifty Blue situation.
Yeah, tell him call your number.
IR, actually, that brother has a background in Chicano rap. Like, he was trying to do this. So.
Yeah, he knows some lit people. I've been heard his playlist. I'm like, man.
Nah, but I want Lahab to bring out this story though.
God.
Easy.
Okay, so you got Eazy-E, right? Eazy-E was Ruthless Records.
Yep.
And then you got Toker from Brownside.
Yep.
So Toker was signed to Eazy-E.
Mm-hmm.
And Toker was a Southsider. Toker had no problem signing with Eazy-E.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that
show the picture.
So the whole, if you can show the picture real quick, show the picture. So the whole thing of what Swifty Blue was talking about is like what you were saying, Kev. Like I understand where he's coming from, but it just came off wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Came off wrong, and like you got to look at it as a business aspect. You know, there could be money involved. You know what I'm saying?
Which in turn could.
And another thing too is that you know, you got to look beyond all that street shit. You know what I'm saying? Look beyond all that street bullshit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Toker looked beyond it. He looked beyond all the street things.
That's facts.
And he understood, like, you know, like me you know, me joining or getting a business record deal with Eazy-E is gonna make my thing blow up,
and it's gonna be beneficial for him in the long run. And if it takes him to go that route, then what's the problem? Because this is the thing, like when you're saying so heavy, like black and brown, we are in the ghettos together.
Right.
We go to school together. We have to eat the same free lunches. We get the same ass whoopings. You know what I mean? We're all growing up in single mother households.
If I could though, like if you really look into the relationship between Toker and Eazy-E, this is not just a business relationship.
They rock with each other.
This is an actual friendship that they had with each other.
Listen,
and they didn't let nothing really break that. You know what I'm saying? You got, but you would have to look into it and see the bonds that they had, and they were really rolling with each other. And you can find the story. He says it himself when these Judites were is it Death Row? It's Death Row. Because Death Row had beef with
with Ruthless and all that.
Okay. So these brothers trying to jump Eazy-E. And what Eazy-E did is like, let me get these Mexicans to like help me out.
Come on.
He had all these Mexicans surround him, and they're like, they told these Iscrites.
Yeah, just
go ahead.
It's on the whole.
They told Toker's homeboys like, hey, this ain't nothing.
Just hold up for a second.
They told them, hey, don't worry about this. Like, you know, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You guys are Mexican, and they're like, hey, we're rolling with Eazy. They're like, oh, but y'all Mexican, don't worry about it. No, they're like, hey, we're rolling with Eazy. And then after that, they understood, like, okay, they're fucking with him.
Yeah,
you know, and they rolled out. The whole thing is that they had a bond together. Though. They were really fucking with each other. This is not business. It's not about money.
It was about they rock with each other. And listen, like what you're saying so heavy, because I see that like California has a big lowrider. Low riding is California, right?
Car shows too.
Car shows, and like I have a background in that because Pop's low ride. Like that's just what it is. I grew up going to different parks, Sunday cruising, Magic Johnson Park. You know what I mean? Pop's got hella low riders, and when I'm saying that to say that's a black and brown movement.
Right.
And when I say we go out there, it's like a friendly love competition. Like it's like, oh, we got the best cars, you got the best cars, or you know what I mean? We're gonna go against each other. But like when it's all said and done, they looking out for each other. Like, hey, I can hook you up with this deal on a paint job.
Yeah.
Or I got this hydraulic. Like there's a camaraderie with one another, and there is no I see you as a Mexican or a black. I see you as my brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that. And the OGs that have understood, like this is why you hear, which we hopefully a young youth finally gets an understanding. Your OGs at some point in their life, if they become OGs, will tell you not to do the things that they did because they realize you're either going to be in jail or you're going to be dead. And I'm saying that to say they realized it was more beneficial to work with each other than to not work with each other. And they wasted so much of their life.
There's no money in wars.
Come on, battling. And when they get older and they go get their cars and they taking their families out and they having good relationships, man, we breaking bread, we drinking, we eating, and it's like it's everything that we should have been doing from the beginning.
It's
like
the cold part though.
Nah, so
New York don't got this problem.
Nope.
But New York still shooting and killing motherfuckers. I don't know what the hell it is. You don't got the truth. But go ahead, let's get IR on there.
Hey, Salak, y'all, you right there?
IR, you want to say something?
IR.
Sir, 1 second.
You know what I'm saying? Like that New York shit, they don't really got no, I don't think you got a race issue. I'm not from New York, so I don't know.
If I could, sir, I think what it is that out here in Cali is that gang, that gang culture, which has heavy prison politics.
I mean, if you in California, period, you're a part of the gang culture if you don't gang bang.
No, you have to choose a side. And it's funny, it's crazy that that's the case. But I've noticed, I'm not from New York or the East Coast, but like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans,
they don't get along.
They don't, but they do.
They hate each other, but they not to killing them.
Yeah, it's not a racial thing to an extent that I've seen.
It's not racial. It's gang.
It's gang related. It's more
related.
like I hang with this crew. Yeah. This is who I rock with, but they don't see each other as you're less than because you're tan color. Right. Like that's the problem here and whatnot.
He's ready to go, sir.
Go ahead, Doc. Who's that coming up?
Hey,
that's not Zach. You good.
Go ahead, Doc.
Hey, listen, if I could, I don't want to be talking about, Swifty Blue and all that, and Easy-E and Brownside and all that, and Whack 100, if I could, you know what I mean? Like, what happened with Swifty Blue is that his communication wasn't clear. You know what I mean? Like, and you can also see that this devil that was on his podcast. I watched the podcast that he did after the one that you guys are talking about right now, and he admits that he worded it wrong. But what the white man was trying to do is the same thing what Adam 22 is trying to do. He's trying to stir the pot. You know what I mean? He's trying to use division between the black and the brown. You know what I mean? Because they fear the day that when the brown man and the black man get together, it's a wrap.
Hey, hold on, y'all. This is the thing, though. I feel like his communication was clear. What do you
feel like it wasn't?
I feel like it was clear. What did he say in the other podcast?
See, what happened was, if I could, I don't want when they asked him, do you fuck with when he says blacks, he's not talking about the black community. Swifty Blue is talking about music business. He's talking about the black people that's in the music industry. Okay. The ones that have black labels. He's not talking about the black community because he fuck with the blacks.
I already know that. Yeah.
Listen to his music.
I do.
He got black features
all the time. Yeah, hella.
So a lot of people get it twisted when he says blacks, and that's what I'm saying. He worded it wrong. He should have said the black people in the music industry that own these labels.
I got you. Okay.
That's what he should have said. Because when the white dude was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of racist," that sounds kind of racist. Nah, he worded it wrong.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this too, IR. Black people got on that comment and said, "I wouldn't sign with no black nigga either." They literally said that.
Real talk.
I seen that. I was like,
crooked shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
What he meant about that too is, besides Easy-E at one point he had, and remember, Easy-E was mainstream at the time, right? They were beefing with Death Row Records. It can't get any higher than Death Row Records and Ruthless Records, right?
Okay.
Eazy-E had Brown Side, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had Kid Frost. They had Little One and Mr. Night Out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were going to fuck. Eazy was going to fuck the game up. You know what I mean? But besides Eazy-E, there isn't a black artist that's put a Mexican, you know, with the West Coast culture onto a mainstream level. So that's why he was kind of saying that I ain't trying to fuck with the blacks, meaning that black people in the music industry that with these labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also saying this too, that the Mexicans don't get no radio play, don't get no music videos, and none of that. The Mexicans been working hard for a very, very long time, and right now the Mexicans are making noise in music industry. So he's saying, why would we work so hard so we can give the power and our money and our royalties to this guy that all of a sudden want to fuck with us? You know what I mean? That's like, it's a fake energy. You know what I mean? So he's saying, "No, fuck that.
And never really
I'd rather
believed
sign
him.
with these narco corrido
Yeah.
labels, because I don't know if you guys seen their stadiums. I mean,
They sell out.
these bond.
They sell out. They sell out.
You still there, right?
Come.
No, I said they sell out.
Oh, they sell out. Yes, packed out.
Yeah.
And these guys are making money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So he was saying, I don't care if it's a P. Diddy or Kanye West, because that's fake energy. It's fake love. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you want to fuck with us because we're popping now. It's like, so I understand from his standpoint when he said that, but he should have reworded wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mexicans are making noise now. They're there. You know what I mean? So like, why would you want to all of it? You know, like sign your rights to a label that ain't keeping it 100. You know what I mean? So might as well get your own label, start your own radio station. Like Mexicans should just go ahead and do their own thing.
No, I get that, and I agree with you when you say that, because he did say on the strength, like, if we were to do something, it would have to be a 50-50 thing. You know what I mean? Like, because he's like, you know, y'all gonna help me put it in, get in the industry. All right, well, listen, but I don't want to get, you know, screwed over like most people that get into these deals, because with artists that sign and are popping, they're, you know, like they get signed underneath a slave deal. You think they making money, but they're signed to 7 different albums, and they're only going to make this much money on it. And you know what I mean? It's not beneficial. You know what I'm saying? And so
that's what he meant too. Like, why would I work so hard? We're doing good now, and sign with these labels. Like, for example, like Empire Records, man. A lot of them artists in the Empire Records, they're gone. You know what I mean? Like, so he's like, and again, yeah, it also has to do with prison politics too. And you made a good point on the one that California politics. I mean, the whole West Coast.
yeah, that's up from Seattle all the way down to San Diego. It's on.
You know what I'm saying? The whole West Coast is completely different than anywhere else.
Yeah.
The racial issue is very serious out here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when he was talking about Sureños, you know what I mean? He does have a point in a way, because he's speaking from a perspective of a Sureño.
No, he is. And that's why politics are stupid.
You're like, you know, you felt the energy of Whack. You know what I mean? He was Whack.
Yeah.
That's what seemed like he was like the bigger man in that situation as well.
No. He was the bigger man in that situation for sure. Whack 100 is a troll, and what's the cat name? He was a gangster, because he literally said, I took it back to my people. We talked about it.
Got
and
it cleared.
Got it cleared. You know what I mean? And because he's a real soldier.
And he was like, listen.
And that's why I was mad at Swifty, because he didn't move militant enough.
Man,
if you want to be on that type of time, he should have said the same thing. Like, look, if they came with a right deal, I'll take it back to my people and be like, hey, what y'all think about this?
But that's so heavy that you say that, sir, because that is California prison politics.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. He ended up being his own fucking shot caller.
Yeah, and that's where, like,
you
so
know what I'm saying?
he kind of,
how you gonna be in a gang or in the politics and be your own shot caller?
But that's that fame shit.
That's
that fame.
That's
why he made the mistake, because he forgot, like, that fame, that money. That's the thing that like,
he became a spokesperson when he should not speak.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what threw the whole situation off, where old boy was like, hold on, I'm gonna do this, but let me just run this by, because I don't just represent me.
The white boy said.
Come on.
The white boy said, "What did he want to offer you?" He said, "Listen, I'm not signing with no blacks."
He just got it.
You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
that was goofy, bro.
Yeah, because if if the situation made sense,
imagine it's like another cut. Imagine I'm a boxer. I'm a amateur boxer. I'm like, yeah, I ain't signing with nobody. Like that Oscar De La Hoya offer you a
Golden
deal.
Boy.
He offer you, 5 fights. He promotes your fights. He backing you, man. I ain't signing with no Mexicans, man. All right, no problem. You're never gonna get signed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? You sound stupid.
Yeah,
bro.
and that's
the
youthfulness.
At the end of the day, though, I feel like he didn't even out like that for him to really make a stand
No,
for everybody.
He's local. That's what I'm saying. He's local, and like he's local. Yeah,
Local.
Yeah, not local. Yeah,
Yeah,
Paramount only.
No, like, he's local.
No, he's
like,
California, Los Angeles.
But like I know who he is. He has some good music, but it's not about that though. It's about him being wise with his words.
Right.
And what IR is saying too. He misspoke. And listen,
Like if I could
misspeaking is a fuck up.
You listen to his music?
I listen to a few of his songs.
I do.
A few of his songs? Okay. I don't listen to none of his
He
songs.
got some slaps. I'll play some slaps for you.
He got some slack.
He got some slaps. He do though.
Look,
He
like
do.
you know what I'm saying? He's on the come up, and it's like this is
He harder than Money Side Sway.
And this is my problem with it, right? I don't just blame him though. I also blame the niggas that's raising him.
No, I feel like he's a nigga that always gets checks.
Yeah, but still though,
I feel like he's a nigga that always like watch your mouth, bro.
But
I feel like he's that nigga.
Yeah, he is, but I also still blame them because you have to keep. If you know he's a nigga that always get checked, you got to keep a tight leash
Hold
on him.
Though, Quan, I feel you. But then I know Iskarites. Iskarites, in their blood, they're disciplined people.
Yeah.
So for him to be that way,
he's
one of them. He one of them that just talk too damn much.
You be like, man, he's always just popping shit.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like,
I feel that.
They don't really get out of turn with their mouth like that.
He made another platform like the day after the one we just watched. And and he says it himself that he kind of fucked up in the way he was saying.
Because why IR though? Why he say that?
Why he said that?
Yeah, why he said he kind of fucked up?
Why he go back on it?
Yeah,
I feel like the white boy put him in the spot.
No, nah. That's not why. Why you think why he said he fucked up?
Because he fucking realized after the fact.
But no, it's because his homies checked his stupid ass.
Yeah.
They checked his dumb ass.
If I could, Cat.
Go ahead.
There's another Southsider. I forget his name though, but he had a little platform going on.
Yeah.
He said it. He said, like, man, you fucked up saying all that.
You did.
And then he went to this. He went to this extent. Like, bro, you weren't even at the war when shit was really popping off. You weren't even there.
That's what he said. I heard it. He said, if you been in a war, you wouldn't talk like that.
Come on.
Like,
I would have said that he would have made a heavier point when they asked him about P. Diddy. He would have said, well, "You think P. Diddy's gonna want to sign me? You think Kanye West is gonna want to sign me?
Mm-hmm.
So why are you even asking if they would, if I would sign with them? They don't want to sign me, so I'm gonna make something happen."
Then he would have said, yeah, bro, bro, get on with that stupid shit. He would have checked that white boy.
Right.
Go ahead, IR. What you saying?
One time he had a conversation with Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre basically spoke because his name is 28, the one that wrote on radio, and he told Dre, he's like, "Hey man, why is there any Mexicans? Why isn't the brothers trying to sign any Mexicans to these labels?"
Mm.
And Dre goes, "It's because Mexicans really do what they rap about, and that's a liability. And blacks are into fashion and they're just entertainers. So that's another reason why it's hard for a Mexican to get signed, because they're really active with that gangbang lifestyle. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't tell. All these niggas getting dropped. All these guys getting dropped.
Like everybody.
Slovy just got dropped the other day.
Another rapper.
Peso 2 got dropped the other day. He another Judite.
Like, this shit is over, man.
But that's probably what he told him in whatever year that was.
Yeah, I mean, the reality of this shit is what I see, like I said with the brother, is he's youthful. And in his youth, he made a mistake not realizing the long game of the situation. And now he's tried to retract because he realized that he shouldn't have said what he said, that he should have been more educated in regards to his response. And because of it, now he's getting the backlash. And now he's going to have to just continue to try to really make some more slaps or something pivotal enough, you know what I'm saying, that erases this whole conversation. Because if he doesn't do like this mistake is louder than his music now. This mistake is louder than his music. And he's now going to have to, and watch, mark my words. He's going to push to have so many more features with Now Blacks now. Well, more like to make up for that now.
He don't have to, but he gonna have to.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to.
But then everyone's gonna know what he's on.
But that's what I'm saying.
That sucks.
And that's where it's gonna be like now. That's gonna be your end game where it's now you're in that situation.
But I feel like to be able to stand strong, he gotta stay the court.
But
he can't. He do though. He can't go if he goes back. He's really not gonna get fucked with. Yeah, exactly. He got to be on.
He
some,
crossed the line.
No, he got to be like, "Hey, I said what I said, man." Like now he has to give context to it though.
Yeah.
Listen, this is why I said that. Now I stand on what I say, but this is how I come up. We'll do it. Yeah, I might have misspoke a little bit, but
this is what I meant.
Listen, y'all ain't me. Back up. I'm gonna get DP saying some weird shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna have to stand on what he said, and then it's gonna eat through the shit. And he gonna be good.
Yeah.
If he take a step back, if he say, "Oh man, nah, man, I got 17 black friends," that shit weird.
No, real talk, and he's gonna have, and that's what these dudes do though. That's the sad part.
You can't do that. And I would never listen to another song.
I feel you, but
you gotta stand on there.
I hope he does, just for the fact of it. But I mean, this is what, if brothers and sisters are listening, right? This is what we battle with. We got weirdos like Whack 100 who are dinosaurs for the wrong reason. You know what I mean? They're dinosaurs. His whole mentality is prehistoric. You know what I mean? And he still lives in that. But like Whack 100, right? People forget this. Whack 100 is a millionaire.
Come on, I only know Whack 100 because he was the cat that knocked out on Stitches.
Come on.
He knocked out Stitches from Florida.
Yeah. Stitches, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and he rolled with the game, and he was doing a lot of industry things, and that's where all of this kind of, that's why I feel what Ayar was saying, because Whack 100, yeah, he pyro, blood, this, but sounds good. You're an industry nigga.
Industry.
Yeah, and that's where that was he had to come at it the way he came at it, Swifty Blue, because he's like, this is an industry nigga saying I had to do this and do that, and
Swifty Blue's like a street nigga.
Yeah,
he's like a pond.
Yeah, and so
he's like one of them crash dummies.
And yeah, so that was a reaction to his way of moving. But it's like we gotta get away from allowing these dudes, like you said, Whack 100, to have a voice. We gotta cancel niggas like this, because what they do is they stir up the pot negatively. Like this whole industry game, right, is about controversy. I don't think people understand. Controversy is what pays the bills.
But now, hold on.
Go ahead, please.
I know you want to go crazy. We got to switch to the next topic, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Ayar, before I let you go, though, right? Who is the hardest Mexican rapper right now?
And put us on a playlist. Put that on Facebook.
Just give me one Mexican rapper who's the hardest out right now. Only one, bro.
To be respectful, that's kind of hard.
Nah. Just give me your favorite rapper.
Give me the go-to
that you like listening to. Not like the most sales, the person you like to listen to the most.
It's like that.
Hold on. Let me that. Yeah.
I mean, it depends how I'm feeling.
All right. Who's the hardest Mexican rapper to you right now, bro? God damn. Come on.
on the spot.
Hold on, Lyle. Hold on. Go ahead.
I don't know, like.
All right, we gonna go. All right, we gotta roll.
Let me make it fair.
What?
Ayar, hold up. Ayar, hold up. Hold up.
What? Who the hardest black rapper?
The
hardest black rapper alive or
right now? Right now.
Right now.
Come on.
Right. Who did I say?
Mozzie.
Mozzie. No, Mozzie is the hardest. Mozzie is the hardest rapper I feel like out. Period. Not even California. Just period.
All right, you heard
He's
it.
harder than Lil Baby.
Mozzie's the hardest.
He's
Go
harder
ahead,
than Lil
Ike.
Baby. He's harder than Draco. Drake, Lil Durk.
The way I look at it is like, how well-rounded is that artist?
Come on, stop all that, man. Can you give me your favorite rapper or not?
You got 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh my God, you're doing too much, bro.
All right, just give us one rapper we should listen to.
You don't want to give us a rapper.
Give us a rapper we should listen to. That's Hispanic.
So many.
No, give me one. Give me one. All right, listen now. Listen to.
I'm gonna answer for you in a second, bro.
Listen to my response.
Oh, Jeezy.
Listen to my response, right? If you wanted to show me right now an
The hardest Mexican rapper.
Instagram track that you know I was going to rock with, who is it?
Brown side, fuck it.
Hold on.
Brown side.
Malakma, put IR to the. Hey, you know the hardest Mexican rapper to me right now is Babyface Wood from Sacramento. You probably never heard of him. Babyface Wood is the hardest Mexican rapper out right now.
Never heard of him.
I know, and he's the hardest one. He from Sacramento.
Shit.
He a Norteño. He's hard.
I mean, shit. We got Shoreline Mafia too.
Have you heard of Young Dopey?
Nah.
Also, who's Young Dope? Also,
okay, there you go. Young Dopey. Young Dopey is that one.
We're gonna have to check out Young Dopey.
See, you doing too much names, bro. Nah, just one. Young Dopey.
How around it is?
All right. Hey, we're gonna get with you, Axelon. You stud. Hey, but Babyface Wood is crazy. But now we gotta get on this next story before we roll out. Right? Now we gotta get on these. Listen, 2 white LGBT community
elemental pill community.
And it's like strictly because of their.
They adopt a child
and get approved to adopt a child.
Yes.
Like people do not understand the adoption process. Mm-hmm. You have to go through rigorous
meetings first. It goes to meetings, and then you become a candidate, and then you do the counseling. The fake counseling.
Yeah.
I noticed because my grandmother was gonna adopt, but I remember being like 9 or 10 and being with my grandmother going to the meetings. She's gonna adopt a child, and I was excited because I was the only one at that time. I lived with my grandparents. I was like, damn,
somebody else for me.
I get a brother, homie. You know what I mean? so like, no, really, I'm like excited, bro. Like, damn. So like, I go to the meetings. I'm like, damn, this is a lot. I go through the thing, and my grandma's like, she decides not to adopt. I wasn't tripping on, but I was just like, oh, okay. Like, but I understand about the process. There is a process,
man.
You know what I mean? Meetings are first, though. Meetings are first, and if you go past that, then they do one-on-ones.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So after the one-on-ones, then you become a candidate.
And then they got to candidate. They got to go look at your environment,
exactly, and your income and your all that. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is so correct, and that's what they did with these gay couples.
Come on, sir.
Come on, sir. But the one thing they don't do is check your background.
Come on.
I'm talking about criminal background. They check the criminal background. They don't check what happened to you to be this way.
Right.
Malakma, you feel me?
Khan, sir.
Go ahead. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I would say like that. That's heavy. You brought up about the criminal background thing. I got an arrest on my record because of that. I couldn't even. We were trying to adopt or take like, what is it? Temporary custody of my wife's cousin, right?
Yeah.
And we couldn't because of something that happened on my record. I didn't even get convicted of the crime, but just because I had the arrest and what it was, they said no, he couldn't stay with us.
But guess what, Malakma? You're a priest of God. Let you be a homosexual cat that want to come adopt a child with no arrest.
Come on.
But a whole bunch of other type of arrests. Hello,
some unstableness.
You feel me?
Assault.
Oh, you can adopt that child. You're way more safer than this cat, man, because this cat wants. I'm not going to jump ahead. Let's read the story. Can we read the story? Man. Is there a story? You just tell me that. Remember when you put a story. So now we get to this. You get 2 homosexuals. Now, this is not a new story. This has been happening.
This is just on the forefront now.
I mean, how many gay people adopt children? Black children, by the way. Black children, I think, are number 1 or number 2 most abandoned or most
adopted
in the system.
In the system, but adopted by I'm
talking about Americans though, not immigrants, because they got immigrants that get adopted all the time.
But I'm talking about outside of they're the most in the system and adopted by races that are not their ethnicity.
And and they only adopt babies. Now you're 10. Oh, you're not getting adopted.
Oh, listen.
You're 10 and black, you're not getting adopted.
Listen.
You're 10 and Hispanic, you're not getting adopted. If you're 4 though, or 3, oh yeah, you getting adopted. You getting adopted.
I got the story, Cat.
Go ahead, Doc. Read that story for me. Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
That
It
shit
sounds
is like
sick.
so
Go
fucking
ahead.
wrong. Salakia.
Go ahead, brother.
No, Con, it goes. Same-sex Georgia couple charged with abusing adopted sons, making child pornography.
Making what kind of pornography?
Child pornography.
We're done with the story at that point. So now, you get 2 gay white boys from the LGBT sodomites that go and adopt. Keep reading, damn it.
Sir, before you keep
Go
reading, this was premeditated.
Of course.
That's the part that I don't think people understand.
Hold on. Premeditated stems from thinking about something prior to obtaining it. So now, not to cut you off, but now you're talking about something. You're talking about something that's happening. Oh, go ahead, Kwame. You're gonna bring it home. I already know because it's crazy.
Like this is crazy. You got the story. Read the subject so I can break down that part real quick.
Sir.
This is the first part that you read and then stop.
A same-sex couple in Georgia was arrested last month and charged with using their 2 adopted children to record and manufacture child pornography.
Stop right there. So like if anybody in Black and Hispanic community, we understand what is.
Mm-hmm.
Premeditated murder is I thought about how I was going to kill this person, plot and plan, and execute it before I actually went out and committed the actual crime. You have 2 gay couples that you people in this earth think are so happy-go-lucky, the best family, the best foundation. Why? Because they're in a position to make money. You know why they're in a position to make money? Because gays run companies.
Right.
And they promote them. So they got the money. They got the foundation in the house. And you know what these gay people are doing in their premeditatedness? They're saying to themselves, I'm tired of our sex.
Good night.
They're saying, I'm tired of us having sex. What can we do to spice it up? Isn't it? I know it sounds disgusting. Listen. It gotta be like that because that's how I feel in my mind, having to think about my like those black kids, those Hispanic kids that get disrespected like that. That's my family. Now think about this. They go and they sit back and they go, let's spice it up. Let's go pretend that we are righteous and upstanding citizens. Let's go through the process.
That's a psychopath.
An absolute fucking psychopath,
sir. Did I jump the gun?
No. Listen.
I jumped the gun.
Listen.
I ain't jumping no bones.
Pause. I got you. I know exactly where he's going.
Yeah.
That was it. It needed to be said. Like not jumping the gun. That's a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
This is premeditated. They went out of their way. They said, okay, we're gonna go through the meetings together. We're going to put on a front together. Yeah. We're going to get these kids together. We're going to make these kids think that we can be what they need. And guess what? A child, right? Guess what? A child that has no mother, has no father, has no one that loves them. And that's all they're desiring. All that they want. They want someone to love them. So they want, listen, a child's ultimate goal is to be appreciated by their parents.
Right.
To get those accolades of I'm proud of you. To get those accolades of I appreciate all the hard work. You're the best son that I had or the best daughter I had. And they want that. So they go and get them. And these kids are so lovable and so gullible. And they go in and because they see this is the first sense of love that fake love in a sense, they go and they get it and they're easily manipulated.
Okay, like as a person who has sex with real life women,
absolutely,
it's so weird and strange to think about. A person who wants to have sex with a child, and I have children.
Love my children,
right?
And you gotta think, man, it's just so sick. Like you think about children and the children you have and how innocent they are and how happy they are.
Come on, Cap.
And, you know, how much they are kids. Like they're not adults. They're
Children.
They're like little kids.
Little energy everywhere.
All they want is sugar,
candy, cookies,
fun things. Say they don't even speak well. They got broken up sentences.
Come on.
And some cat wants to violate them. Like, let's think about that, man. Like think about it for
like marinate on that, sir.
Think about that for 2-3 seconds and just like, wow. You know how much goes into. Like, think about the women you have, right? You know how much goes into obtaining a woman? Like, think about obtaining a woman. Like, a woman might see you, you might see her, y'all both are physically attracted to her. If she's a decent woman, she's not going to give you vagina on the first night.
Nope.
She's going to make you work for it.
Yep.
So you're going to have to work for it as a man. So as a man, you have to come with stimulation of the mind. You got to come with good conversation. You got to smell good. You got to look good. You got to dress good.
Put on your hunting gear.
And you're going to have to talk to the woman and be nice to her. And she's going to have to be attracted to you.
To reciprocate it.
Physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it's going to have to go on for a little bit.
Yep.
It's going to have to go on for a while. And then eventually you're going to have sex with her. And you guys are going to have sex. And it's going to be grown people sex, right? Yeah. So when you have grown people sex, that's why you get the connection. Because there's a connection that came from the stimulation of a conversation that led to our similarities being compatible.
And a bond.
And a bond. It's a bond.
Come on.
No, the bond comes through not only the sex, it comes through the
all the other
attraction of
all the other stimulations that you
all the
put
other
into
things
the
that
plot.
come together. And the sex is just to solidify it, right? So you had the sex, and now you're like, wow, that was amazing. And now you're connected to this person. Brother, with a child, you don't do that.
Right.
With a child, these cats are just like, oh, you like this? What else you like? And then the child is distracted by whatever it likes, a toy or something, and this cat is touching the child while he's playing with the toy. Because the child is a kid. He's a kid. He's a no.
Gullible.
He's gullible. He's like, oh, what's going
on? Listen, Cap, but that's so heavy because you think how easy it is, like as a father, right? And
so just think of the psyche of a child.
Yeah, the psyche of like this is the psyche of them in a negative standpoint. Mm-hmm. Like as a father, I know that you can bribe children to get certain things done.
Candy.
Come on, sir. Come on. I know everybody knows that. Listen, kids, y'all seen all that candy I brought in the house, right? All right, listen, clean up this house, get this picked up, and then y'all can go in there and pick the candy that y'all want. Guess what the kids gonna do? We're gonna get all that. They're gonna get the whole house clean. Yeah. And you're doing that because you know sometimes the kids need a little extra push. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's no negative aspect past it. Take the candy. My house is clean. The kids got what they want. Move on. But these individuals, for their own vain and disgusting, vile, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that thing that they need to satisfy. Hey, listen, if you do this, remember that candy that you wanted? Remember that toy that you wanted?
Bro, not only that, though. They adopted the kids, so the kid is sleeping in the room. They go in the room while the kid is asleep.
And come on, sir.
And just sleep with the kid. And touch on the kid. I heard not to cut you. There's so many horrible stories about how kids talk about. First of all, I'm gonna say this it's graphic, right? The kid would talk about his first sexual experience, and it's a grown man going down on him.
Come on, sir. This is where we live,
and that's
these two Georgia men.
Look at their face. They look like straight demons when they was caught.
Hey, sir, that's like it, sir. And we know Georgia is big on what?
Homosexuality.
Come on.
Hey, don't say that.
Listen, only.
Listen,
I'm gonna delete this whole thing.
Yeah. By definition, you know, pair of sticks of wood.
No, but for sure. Though.
Yeah, man, had to clean that up. But that's the thing. Like, this is a culture.
He was talking about cigarettes.
Yeah, he was talking about some wood. You know what I mean? So pause. But so if I may, but this is the problem. And like, you know what saddens me, what goes through my mind, sir, is I think about women, and I think about you sisters out here, right? And I think about you sisters that don't understand what you allow in your circumference is the reason why this happens. The fact that you can go and have a gay homosexual best friend, that you can allow homosexual friends to be in your circumference or in your family and not charge them for the things that they do because you're like, well, it doesn't affect me, but it does affect our children.
Right.
Kwame,
Please, sir.
Malakma, can you show Kwame this next story
Come on,
that we're gonna segue to? Finish your point.
Oh, I'm just gonna say, like I think about that, right? And I also think about like for instance, what's that show that I can't stand? I haven't watched not one episode. I've only seen little clips.
Which one?
P-Valley.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Listen,
I
listen,
haven't seen 30 seconds of it.
Look,
I asked my rib, how gay is this show? And she was like, no, it's pretty gay. I said, all right.
Yeah, no, real talk. Like straight like that. And listen,
Because she watched that shit.
But
she stopped watching it.
No, I checked mine on that. Like, listen, you can't watch that because I have a problem. I have a love for my people so much that I have to police what you allow in your circumference.
No, but you know how manly we are? Because I know as men, every time we see some ABC community on TV, we be like, God,
turn this shit off, man.
Come on with all that, man. I'm a big Power fan. I like Power.
Not
they had to put it in there. Come on, man.
Y'all seen that new Buzz Lightyear movie?
Man,
nah, I didn't see that.
My kids I was on my slate. My kids just watched that recently. Maria was like,
it's
oh
on
my
Disney
God,
Plus.
It's a lesbian in there.
Right.
She told me there's a lesbian
in there.
And she said she fast forwarded the parts, but I'm like, I didn't know it was a lesbian. I thought they had like a gay kissing scene or something.
No lie, it was the messed up part was it was a sister. So the black character in the movie, they made her a
so
lesbian.
It's okay for black girls to be gay.
Come on.
Because procreation
is
against America when you're of color, you got skin color.
Yeah,
procreation is ridiculous. Abortion is good, and lesbianism is good.
Come on, man. And you know what's crazy? As I was saying earlier, like a lot of people think that this is what we're talking about is very asinine, very homophobic, and it's not that, because I can guarantee you from experience working in corporate America, the same people that are being put in these like you said, that was a sister as a homosexual, are the same people working in these high-end jobs.
Right.
They're putting who they are and what they represent in these shows, in these movies.
And to jump on that, Quan, like when you look at the word diversity or diversifying,
right?
It's not talking about race.
No.
It's talking about sexuality.
Yep.
And your sexual orientation. Like that's how we're diversifying. I remember when diversity was like different races of people.
Right.
Nope.
To like as of like 5 years ago, diversify is sexual orientation. Sexual orientation trumps racial your race.
Listen, if you don't believe that, that cap is, man, he's so heavy for this shit. Listen, when you go fill out a job application and it asks you, because I don't know if y'all know, a lot of these job applications ask you about your sexual orientation.
They do.
Check off gay, and I guarantee you get a call.
They got to.
I guarantee you, if you check off trans.
Why do they have to though, Quan? Tell me why they have to.
Because they have to fit the criteria according to all the regulations that they say they push on diversity.
But why though?
Why?
Why?
Because you would have to explain that.
Because they leave themselves susceptible to being sued.
Oh, facts.
Because you're discriminating.
Yep. And they can go and say, I'm this person, and they don't accept me.
Man, gay people look up what percentage of gay people get hired at this job.
Come on.
Oh, hell nah.
I could get. And then when it comes to like the gay things, right? Like transvestite, you have to identify them as the
pronoun that they want.
Pronoun or whatever. Yeah. If you don't identify them as the pronoun, you get fired, suspended, written up.
Right.
Listen, that's why every public bathroom you go to has to say gender whatever.
Neutral.
Like whatever gender you want.
Yeah.
This is man and women's bathroom.
No, and listen,
it can't even be a man and women's bathroom no more. It's It's either whatever you want to be. Go to that bathroom.
And that's so heavy. And the reason why they can do this though is because you don't stand up for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all it takes, like General Muhammad said, this is so heavy and this works. I'm telling you this from experience because I don't know if y'all know. Listen, I'm so bold. This is how bold I am. The UPK is on my resume. I don't know about y'all, but I get job offers because the UPK is on my resume.
Damn.
Not because I'm like, listen, the scripture says very well. I'm gonna paraphrase, and it says, "Blessed be he who was not offended in me." I don't know about y'all, but I am one West, and that's all I ever want to be.
Christ.
You know what I mean? But I say that to say this, like, you know what I mean? You have to put yourself out there. Like General Muhammad has said this. If this is your pronoun, that's fine. But he said, I'm General Muhammad, and that's my pronoun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm Captain Kwamwal. Call me Captain Kwam. You know what I mean? Or call me Ottawa. That's what I love. I put that as you know, some jobs ask for your nickname or if you go by certain things.
Hold on though, Kwam.
Please.
They don't hire you. Oh, they discriminate.
Oh,
Right.
listen.
Because but you identify as a captain.
Man, listen.
Right or wrong, though.
Captain Kwam. Israelite school.
Do you identify as a priest of God?
I absolutely do.
Go ahead.
If I could,
So like,
if I could just say this, just kind of, man, just kind of sidebar real quick. What if immigrants identify themselves as American citizens? What would the outrage be if they did that? What if they say, you know what?
They don't even want to touch that.
I identify myself as an American citizen.
Hey,
listen, that shit
I'm gonna
was
identify
sad.
myself as innocent.
Listen,
Right.
I'm innocent. That's what I identify as. And if you call me guilty, then you are a hate group.
Man,
Damn.
That is like this is the
Make this shit work.
I'm gonna identify myself as rich.
Yeah. He said,
I'm like, why you doing in my house? I identify myself as rich. What are you talking about?
Right.
I live here now. Why are you here?
Look, and listen, they look at us and they be like, y'all crazy for saying that. Y'all crazy for saying that.
Bro.
So nigga, you're not crazy for saying what you say though.
Come on, bro.
Come on, like
the cat Matt Walsh asked LGBT community, what is a woman? They couldn't answer it.
Right.
Right.
They gonna ask me, what is a nigger? I don't know.
Right.
I'm white.
hey,
I'm white and rich. I don't know what a nigga
right.
is.
Listen,
You better go find them and show me.
And it's funny that you say that. Have y'all seen that one? It's like a little fat, short black dude. He was like, it's a parody. He was making fun of it. He was like, they were like, on this is BBC. We have this one guy. His name is such and such. He was like, yes, man, my name is John, and I identify as a 35-year-old white man. But look, they
With
can
the dress?
yeah, with the dress. He was like, yeah, man, I just stroll around the town, and I've been working at
people are tripping on him like.
but look, but you can look like there's a moment of clarity for people to look at him and go, this nigga tripping.
Come on.
But when we look at you,
He's gonna get criticized.
He's gonna get criticized.
Yeah.
But when we look at you and say, nigga, did you just say, nigga, you're 6'8",
Yeah.
wearing a purse and a dress, trying to talk, and you want to be called Veronica.
Listen,
Nigga.
Matt Walker, and listen,
Nice, man.
the cat asked the transgender.
Oh yeah, I watched that joint.
He said, so if I cut my penis off, does that make me a man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I mean? She's like, if you identify as that, yes. I said, okay, so I want to cut my arm off. You remember that part?
Right. I remember that part.
He was like, so can I identify as a, I forget what he said, and the person's like, why would you cut your arm off? That's crazy. No, real talk. You're like, oh, that's kind of nuts.
But in your
And
mind,
he was like, oh, that's funny you say that. like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's like the delusion
it has
behind.
Right.
It's really.
What is your famous shit, Kwam?
What you talking about?
The illusion of inclusion.
Oh shit!
But you used to say that shit all the time at camp. We used to be. We was like, I was like a 5,000. He said, "You suffering from the illusion
Of inclusion, yeah.
Because you delusional.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, it's just the strangest thing. But hold on, before we roll.
Like,
we gotta get on that story.
If I could, real
Go
quick, I
ahead.
just want to touch on that. There's two things with that story we brought out earlier, right? There's two things that the alphabet community always wants to claim. They want to claim, for one, that homosexuality and child molestation have nothing to do with each other.
Right. And that's important for them to say, because child molestation made them who they are.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And so they have to say they have nothing to do with each other. But they're trying to say this isn't the result of who I am.
Yep.
When it's absolutely the result of who you are in most cases.
Yeah, because if not for it,
yeah,
then you wouldn't have a community.
A lot of women, like Jeremiah Hyman brought it out today, a lot of women, like Brittany Griner, she's 7 foot tall. No man really want a woman that's 7 foot tall. There's a man out there for her. She just wasn't patient enough to find it.
Right.
But now there's some women who are not attractive, so they're gonna attract a woman or a person who's as lonely as them, and they'll be together.
And you know that's so heavy because, sir, I guarantee you, there's a short man out there that says, "Man, I want to have some tall ass kids.
Yeah.
I want me." He's like, "I'm short, and I have to deal with that. But if I get with her, nigga, I'm finna have me some 6'8".
Jeremiah Hyman said some cold shit. He said, "You bend her over. She about 5'7" feet." I said, "This guy." He said, "You lay her down." About the same amount.
Listen, man. He was like, "Listen, the part that had me rolling." He was like, "Baby, we ain't worried about that. Hey, go get my ladder."
Yeah, let me get the ladder. But no, what he was saying was so heavy because the article he brought out was the heterosexual opportunities for a person to have a mate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm butchering it a little bit,
Yeah.
but it was about like her heterosexual opportunities were limited. That's what turned her to be a homosexual.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's not enough men that want her. So he said when you go to jail in 6 months, a woman's gonna be gay.
Yeah.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? 6 months on average, a woman's gonna turn to lesbianism.
Yeah.
When a man can be 27 years old, go to prison, and never be a homosexual.
Facts.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? So like
Crazy.
when you look at it, women are lonely. Lesbianism comes from loneliness at its core. At its core. You know what I'm saying? But let's get this story though.
So like, okay, you mentioned just real quick because you mentioned jail, and that was the second thing. For all you nasty bastards out there, man, you better, since we were talking about prison politics, remember the prison politics regarding child molesters, man. Y'all get put to death in there.
Chomos.
Facts.
They call you chomos.
Why you talking about prison politics?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't forget about that, bro.
Okay.
Facts.
He spoke on black shit before you gonna speak on gay shit.
Come on, man.
Excuse my language.
Okay.
But damn.
So like, okay, you want to play it?
Nah, yeah, play it and play it for me and give him some context first though.
Okay, so this looks like one of one of them therapists or self-proclaimed doctors that was on that show. What is a woman? And she's talking about how pedophiles shouldn't be villainized or vilified and marginalized. Okay, she's a licensed counselor and sex therapist.
Commander Johanna spoke about this years ago. He said that this was going to be legal soon in America.
Pedophilia?
Yes.
Oh, listen.
He spoke about pedophilia.
He is a prophet. Listen,
he literally
I
said
remember
how pedophilia is going to be legal in America.
And sir, and
remember they passed a law last year about the 10-year difference, right?
Yeah, and yeah, for what SB-145.
Yeah, I think it's effective next year.
Yes.
You could be 13 and deal with a 22-year-old.
Yeah, and sir, that is so crazy. And I remember, and he said, "Y'all don't see what's coming." He said, "You messed up by not realizing the gays got their rights. So guess who else wants their rights? The thing that even makes you gay." So pedophiles, they're on the way. He is a prophet of God, and I will roll with him until the end. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably...
If we could, real quick. She said minor attracted persons.
You see how she changed the wording?
Yeah, that's weird as hell. What do you mean by minor attracted person? It's like,
No, hold that point. That's so heavy. Go ahead.
Probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture. And most folks are making incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing much about them. And those assumptions create harm for an already marginalized population.
Stop it. This is the thing, though. She is a licensed sex therapist, meaning she has the degrees to back up her ideology. And if she has the degrees to back up her ideology, she can spew this out to the community, no problem, because this is her doctrine. You feel what I'm saying? Her doctrine is taught in her curriculum. If this ain't a part of the curriculum, how can she teach it? This is part of the curriculum.
And listen,
that's the problem.
And this is why we definitely understand going to school.
Man, send that to Cap Michelle.
Makes sense. You know what I mean? Getting your education, but we got some real educated dummies.
Well, okay. I'm gonna say this, but bear with me.
I got you.
They're not dummies. They are educated. How you say this?
They're not doing this stuff. I could. So like what she's saying, she's not just saying it just to say it.
No.
Like she's definitely not gonna let her kids be molested.
Listen,
I don't know. She doesn't have kids. She's a homosexual.
But
she's gay.
But
She is from the show. I believe.
This reminds me like when we say that we live in Rome all over again.
Yeah.
We live in it. Like when you go into, like I was showing brothers like I was doing some studying on where the LGBTQ, where the element of where the ABC community comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like this was going on in Roman time. Like you had Roman, Roman and Greek, as far as head generals or emperors, whatever you want to call them, right? They used to call children their little minnows.
Right. I remember that.
Remember I was showing
that.
they like that's the same thing. Like they had kids that were they would do little, sexual acts to them. You sitting there like a child?
Right.
And you're and for a grown man that is a father and just has a respect for kids, you're looking at them like, how disgusting could you be? When I say we are living in a replica of what it was prior, we are in that same space once again.
Play that video. Now, so Rome fell.
You may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPS, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile. And I'm doing this because the term pedophile has moved from being a diagnostic label to being a judgmental, hurtful insult that we hurl at people in order to harm them or slander them. I also prefer person-first language that recognizes that any label we might apply to a person is only part of who they are and doesn't represent everything that they are.
So it's part of their lust. No, don't stop it. It's part of their lust. Go ahead.
People first with many different facets or parts of ourselves. And this includes folks who are attracted to minors. So to start with, let's talk about what a minor attracted person.
It looped around again.
Hold on. We're gonna end the show, right? We're gonna end the show. Let's end the show with our last points, right? I'll let y'all go first. Please be brief. Go ahead. You want to say something, Laquan?
I just want to say, if you allow this type of activity for a pedophile who will destroy a child, you know what I'm saying? You let this thing fester. You do not understand the backlash and the destruction you are going to cause on your people and your nation. And just to further this, go ahead and get rid of all of your little pedophile and rapist apps, where you can go on your Google or go on your iPhone and you can put in download, and it's going to show you all the local people that are on what is it called when you have to they're registered offenders. All of that is going to be over.
That's done. Right.
Your kids are going to be in danger like you never seen before. and it's going to be your fault. That's it.
Oh, Con, I just want to say this, Cap. For the raza, you know, for black folk out there right now, black and brown, now is the time to unite or die, literally, because this is what's, you know, around the corner. Your kids are in danger in this place, man. Death is around the corner like Pakistan. So you should come in here into the ISUPK under Command General Hana, where true black and brown unity exists. The ISUPK is the true pro-black movement, the true pro-Rasa movement, and the true pro-indigenous movement right here.
I got much to say, man. It's just, you know, if you, man, everything you just listen to right now, man, you better come up in here. You better, if you love your kids and you love your family, you better come into the school, man. Because outside of this school, like, man, like, it ain't nothing but death out there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna risk it. I ain't gonna take the chance. You might, man, you better just come up in here fast. If you don't want to come up in here, then, man, you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And with that being said, shalom.
Hey, no problem. Listen, the heaviest thing I heard tonight was how a person can go from being adopted by two monsters and also being molested by them, and the second being illegal to do so. So I'll just say this, man, raise your children to know what's right and what's wrong. Show them correction from the beginning, because there's people out there that are trying to molest your children and make it legal to molest your children. If you love your children, you'll be there for them so they won't be destroyed and continue the cycle of molesting little babies. You understand? So I can say that. Malakma said something so heavy about black and brown pride and about the brother Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue, you said what you said was wrong. Don't ever be divisive against black and brown people ever again in your life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, you need to make up for that. You need to make up for that, and we need to move on. Homosexuals, LGBTQ community. I pray. I almost said something crazy. Listen, death be unto you. Can I say that? Death be unto you. And any person who wants to molest a child and make it legal, like this teacher, this sex therapist want to do, you know what I mean? That's alarming for any American that lives in America, right?
Right.
Listen, if you can be for Trump, you can be for Biden.
Right.
One thing you can't be for is a molester that wants to make things legal.
With your child.
With your child. And we'll talk more about it next Thursday on West Radio. Shalom. We out. Clap it up.
Right.